Okay, let's go over writing the expression in the standard form a plus bi given I e to the power negative 15. So in case we are given an exponent, I would like to change it first to positive, and I'd like you to remember that one of the properties of the rules of exponents, if you have a negative exponent, let's say, you can make it positive by moving it to the denominator. So I'm going to use this first option here. I'm going to change this to positive, and this would be I to the power 15. Now, I would like to change this one using another property of exponents, and this time I'm going to use this property. If you have an xa times xb, then you can add the exponents, a plus b. So I'm going to use that option to change I times I to the power 14. Notice I is to the power 1, and 1 plus 14 is 15, so I haven't changed anything. The next option, I'm going to use another property called power to power. So if you have an x to the power a, all of this raised to the power b, then the answer would be AB, right? X to the power AB. I'm going to use this option to change I14 in this case to I squared to the power 7, because 7 times 2 is 14, and that would bring me back to the previous step. The last step, or probably one before the last step, I want to try to, knowing that I squared equals negative 1, I'm going to change this to I, or negative 1 to the power 7. But I know from previous rules that if I have a negative 1 raised to an even number, it changed it to positive 1, but a negative 1 raised to an odd number will keep it negative 1. So in this case, 7 is odd, so I'm left with negative 1, and negative 1 times I is negative I. So my next answer is 1 over negative I. We are not supposed to leave I in the denominator, so let's multiply up and down by the conjugate. The conjugate in this case is I over I. So I multiply up and down by I over I, and then I do straight across multiplication. I get I over negative I squared. Again, I squared is negative 1, so that's going to be I over negative times negative 1, which would be I over plus 1, and of course I over 1 is just I. So the final answer would be I. So in this case, I can write that I to the negative 15 is just I. In the form of a plus b, of course, a would be 0 plus b would be 1 I. But I should be fine. Good luck.